So welcome to the Solstice Circle. It's here in the Southern Hemisphere, it's winter solstice, and in the Northern Hemisphere, it's Southern Solstice. So thank you for joining me for the Solstice Circle. And I'll be talking about the energy of what solstice means and how it's a tipping point. But first of all, I want to open the circle. The second part of this time together is how to make a talisman. And I made this with my spiritual circle at level 2. And I thought it was such a powerful ritual to do in circle that I wanted to invite you all to come along and make a talisman. And I have, we have our goddess garland on because today we are goddesses because it is a tipping point. So before I continue, we will do some saging. So I've got some sage here. So why do we sage? We sage to clear the energy, any energy that we bring to circle. So we want to be purified and ready to receive. So clearing any energy that stops or prevents that from happening, because circle is a really exquisite, gentle and pure space to be in. It's very sacred too. It's a very divine feminine, and we're working with moon and earth, Mother Earth and Mother Moon. So I'm going to talk about Father Sun as well, which is what solstice is about. And I learned something new for this. I'm not very good with directions. Hello, story, not anymore. But I am learning, and everyone can learn. So let's clear any energy. So clearing the energy here between us in circle today, and anyone that watches the video after the workshop after to clear their energies as well. So just taking a moment. And just watching the, it's going straight up. So we're really connected to ether now. We're connected to spirit. So thank you, spirit, for being here and sharing this journey with us and helping us clear any elements that are not in our highest good. And that's everyone, you know, not being good enough, not deserving. That's one of the big ones. So let's all be here in essence and deserve to be with God and spirit and genuine ability to receive. So I'm going to just leave that burning by my side. So what do you do? The other thing I want to share with you, what do you do with the ash, with your sage? You collect it and put it back to Mother Earth. And if you can put it in and plant it with a plant that you are growing, or if you have a sage plant there that you use and dry, put it in with that as well. It's beautiful. So it's a full cycle. So it's birth to death then. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's done its magic. So mine's still burning by my side. I'm always really careful with burning. So I want to, before we open the circle, we've saged, and I just want to sage a little more, but this time we're going to cleanse our talisman, what's going to create our talisman. So we've got, I've picked up a rock, and it spoke to me. I sort of feel like I can have this in my wallet or on my person, in my pocket, in my bra. It's quite small. I do have another one that I created, and that's got other energies in it. So this one sits by my bedside. That's the other one. So you may have seen this on social media too. Okay, so we're going to take some water, place it in a glass, place some salt. I didn't prepare this earlier because I thought, you know, we can do it together. So this is part of the workshop. Just mix that up. Have a towel handy, and I'm just going to pop that in there. I'm just wrapping the towel So I've got a towel. So I've popped that in there. And I'm just giving it a good cleanse of any energies that it's picked up. So now we've got a bit of time for it to dry. So I'm just drying the talisman, what's going to be the talisman, with the intention that it's pure. And then I'm placing it in my ceremonial space, which I'm hoping you can see. Yeah, so there's my ceremonial space. It's already ready to go. Okay, so I'm going back here. Beautiful. Okay, so now just taking a breath, we're going to call in the elements. I'm going to pop the water down. Salt water, so I don't drink it. We're going to call in the elements. So first of all, we always call in air. Air, we turn to the east and we call in air. The air that we breathe, the words that we speak, the metadata that we intend behind the words that we speak, the breath that we put out into the world, the sacredness that comes with a deep, deep resonance and breathing and connection to self too. So we call in air to support us today to create our magic. So thank you. Then we turn to the south and we the courage just to show up, the courage to be inspired, the courage to take the next steps, the courage to step off the cliff and not know where you're going to land. So thank you for supporting us to have courage today and ignite the fire within. So thank you, fire, and thank you, south. Then we turn to the west. And we're emotional, we are flowing, we are up, we are down. But with your help, let's stay at an even keel and we have little ebbs and flows rather than peaks and troughs. And we really feel our emotions to transcend them, be with them, whatever is called for us to do in the moment, just honouring the feelings. So thank you, West, for being here. And then we turn to the north where our ancestors live. And part of this for me is ancestral. So thank you, our ancestors, for coming in. It's partly gypsy law and it's universal magic and the ancestors that have stepped before us and lit up this path. Thank you for being here. And thank you for the unwavering support of lighting up the path and feeling the ancestors' footsteps before us. With that, I open circle. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to call in, who do you want to call in? What shall we say? We'll call in some deities as well. I'm going to call in Gaia. Hecate is always, let's call in Hecate. She's come in, and Gaia, Hecate, and Kuan Yin. So we've got a really brilliant trio of compassion, fortitude, and strength. Do you have anyone you want to call in, Annie? Hi, Hayal? Okay, thank you. Calling in Hayal. So, thank you. So with that, I'm going to there's my little trusty. So you can open a circle with the selenite wand. There you go. Yeah, beautiful. We've opened a circle. Yay, we're in circle space now. So that's always exciting. Okay, so what I wanted to do is talk about solstice first before we went and now, I haven't made a great deal of notes of this, but what do we know of solstice? We know that it is the midpoint of the year. It is where the sun is the major player in solstice. So we work with the moon to appreciate the energies, and the moment of our birth will give us an astrological chart. So that's what we look at when we're looking at our sun signs. So under the sun, we have a particular astrological sign. So the solstice is working with the sun. in relationship to the earth. And, wait for it, this is my only moon. Maybe a bit disproportionate, but I do love my rose quartz. This came from India. So what I wanted to do is demonstrate, so the sun is still, but the earth revolves around the sun. So the sun is here, so the earth is here at midpoint. And so the midpoint being, if you're in the northern hemisphere, it'll be here, and if you're in the southern hemisphere, it'll be there, just say. Then we have the sun, which remains still, but the earth, the moon, revolves around the earth. And that's when we see, and the sun reflects that revolvement. So that's when we see the moon changing because of the sun's reflection. So this got me thinking about the importance of this solstice and this midpoint of the year. And I've read a bit about it, and it was about the solstice is, the midpoint is the death and renewal. It's, so depending on whether it's northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere, I don't know that that matters that much, but let's go with it. So the southern hemisphere, it's about, we've gone through the death and now we're growing. So, and the northern hemisphere is they're going into what they've created now is becoming fruition, and then it'll die at their winter solstice. So if you stay with me. So I wanted to really flag how magical this time is, and really to honour the ancient wisdom that comes with the reflection of solstice. So if the sun, and remember the sun is all healing, the sun is Father Sun, the moon is Mother Moon. So if the sun is all healing and we're here on earth and we're revolving around it, and then the moon is creating all these emotional disturbances in us physically, when we get back to the sun, we should be neutral. So that's why I believe that this is the tip over point. This is where we find our balance. What is your balance today, being solstice? And regardless of whether you're in the southern or northern hemisphere, it's a magical process, because today is a pivotal point that you can create magic. And that's why I wanted to do this circle today. So any questions? No? Okay. So that's all I want to say on that. But know that, I guess from here on, know that this is what I'm taking home from the readings that I've done, is that solstice is a pivotal point in any transformational experience that you will have. So it's a day to create a pause, to create the magic, to set the intention. So the other thing that came up is, it's before the full moon. So what does that mean? And I don't know that I don't know enough about it, but it's just, we are growing. So the full moon after solstice will also be magical. So just pay attention to that, because we're full moon, we're releasing. Full moon is about releasing so we can renew. So if this is our death here at solstice, doesn't matter where you are, but death or neutrality. So I sort of see rebirth, death as a process of standing still, pausing, flat. So if you like, a flat line, and then we start again, which is the cycle, the moon cycles as well. So that's, I'm so, it's like things are being revealed to me every day, and it's really, this awareness has just expanded possibilities and potential beyond what I thought was possible. So it's really just leaning in to the cosmic intelligence really supports any transition, transformation, transcendence. That's my belief. And I wanted to share it with you. So if you have questions, please ask. And if you don't, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to light a candle while you think of any questions. So I've got a pretty pink candle that I poured myself. So that's for us too. Okay, so that was all I wanted to say about the solstice. I just wanted to flag it, that it's an important part of the cosmic year. It's an important part of the cycles. It's an important part of our energy system too, because it does play a role in the tip over point. So from now on, for us in the southern hemisphere, we're going to start to come out of a cocoon. So these were all based on harvesting. So we are coming out of a cocoon. We're starting to grow the seeds, that we're starting to really cultivate the soil so we can plant our seeds. So the other end, the northern hemisphere, are starting to harvest their seeds, what they've grown. Okay, so are we ready for the talisman? So you've got your props, but I just wanted to give you a bit of background. And this comes from, and I'll share the book. It's Wisdom, Spell, Charms and Folklore. And I don't have the author, but I will share it with you. A talisman is a piece of something, a rock, a piece of cloth, a coin, a piece of wood from a fruit tree. I've got examples here, apple or pear. So today we're using, I've gone and fossicked a rock from my favourite place in the whole world. And that's my basis of my talisman, but it's so much more. It's a piece of earth, and it's a talisman are pockets and bundles of concentrated energy used for spell work, rituals, prayer, intention, desires, wishes. Use them to maintain an energetic frequency. The water that we placed it in holds consciousness, and the black rock attracts and transmutes, for me, it attracts and transmutes energy. So just take it away. A talisman is going to help empower, and it has multiple attributes. It can maximize and amplify your communication. It can amplify your luck, prosperity, abundance, wealth. Multiply so expand your health and heal you. Multiply, and being psychic, expand your psychic abilities. So just here, I want to flag that an amulet is repels negative, evil, bad luck, anything that is negative that is coming towards you. So a talisman is for good, and an amulet is to repel the bad stuff that comes in. So the talisman has an assignment to assist you to manifest. Magic to be used to maximize, amplify good things that we want for ourselves and all for a higher good. So, okay. So before we go into ritual space, let's channel a symbol. So set an intention. So let's take 3 big breaths so we anchor. So let's go down. Let's do a little meditation. So we're feet on the ground, head in the sky, hands open. As we breathe in, we draw through the feet. We draw the deep, deep roots of Mother Earth that are coming up slowly, coming up through the core, the iron molten core center that is in our earth, that branches up to carry our feet. So now your feet are being embraced and loved by the hands and branches of Mother Earth. You are forever supported. Allow those branch energies to come up all the way through to the tip point of your head. And let that shine bright in a big upside down triangle shape, a cone, calling in all the higher beings, the transcendental masters, the symbols that create the God within, our heroes and our sheroes, our beloveds, and everyone that supports us to walk this path with security, safety, and love. Coming down with that energy and allow it to mix with the energy of Mother Earth, higher beings, Mother Earth. Let's say Father Sun as well. Father Sun, Mother Earth. And allowing it to mix. Your crown chakra might even be feeling a little pressure there, opening up to receive. So what is your intention today? What are you manifesting? What is the symbol that comes to you? So with your eyes open, write down your intention. I'm writing mine down. And then what is the symbol that comes to you? So I've just got my symbol. It's pretty simple. So thank you, thank you, thank you. But do you have your symbol? If you don't, just keep breathing and asking, what is the symbol that's going to co-create the magical intention that I've set for this talisman? Calling it in. Do you have your symbol, Annie? Do you have your symbol? Beautiful. So we have symbols. So now, take coming out. So thank you for being here. They're still with us. So we're still working with Mother Earth energy and Father Sun energy. So thank you, still in our hearts. We're going into ritual now. So we've laid out, so I'm just going to be here and I'm just going to take that down. So we've laid out, so this is mine. I've laid out 3 candles in a triangle space. I have my white cloth. I have my amulet talisman that I have picked and washed and cleansed. I have my incense, which I'm going to light. Light each candle. So we'll keep that going, but we have to put our symbol on. So I'm going to get my red nail polish. So there's my red nail polish. And I'm going to pop my symbol on my talisman. You do the same. There's my symbol. So I received as above, so below, from within to without. That's what I received. So I'm going to pop that and allow it to dry in the center there. So, and as you're drawing your symbol on your talisman, you want to really infuse it with the energy of what it's going to help you manifest. I'm almost going to place it in my right hand as it's drying and cup my left hand over it and hold it, infusing that intention. So everyone's talisman is unique to their needs. Here I am, and I've infused my intention in mine. It almost feels like it's changed colour, but hey, that might be me. So infusing your talisman. So there we go. Okay. So now we're going to do the ceremony. So now we're going to take the talisman and we're going to circle the rock on top of the fire 3 times, each candle. We're going to circle the talisman on top of the incense too, 3 times. So now we're going to place our finger in the water with the salt and the oil, mixing it up. Then we're going to sprinkle the talisman 3 times with this water. 1, 2, 3. So now we're going to, if you can unmute yourself, we're going to chant. Oh, hang on. I'm going to share my screen. That's what I wanted to do before. So share my screen and the chant is on the screen. Do you see it? Annie, good.
Yep, I can see it.
So we've called in our deities. Don't forget your deities. So we've got Hecate. I brought in Gaia, Hecate, and Kuan Yin, and you brought in
Hayao.
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 Hayao. Hayao.
Oh.
Thank you, Hayao. Thank you for being here. Okay, so are we ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I call upon the universal forces, the power of the elements of the earth, and the power of the 4 directions. Do you want to read with me, Annie? Because it's really helpful when we do it together.
Right.
So, shall we start again?
Start again, yeah.
Okay. I call upon the universal forces, the power of the elements of the earth, and the power of the 4
of our directions.
So this is where we and Kuan Yin, Gaia, Hecate,
and Hayao.
Hear my request and bring power to my purpose and intention. Fill this talisman with your power. May it bring limitless joy, good luck, protection, and success for me. And you might want to add someone here. So you add. I'm going to add my family.
Yes, my family.
Yeah. I'm going to name them Mark, Robert, and Gabrielle.
Joe, Nina, and Greg.
Mum, my sisters, my brothers. Yep. So, and then we're going to thank you. And name of the deity. So I'm going to name Gaia, Hecate, and Kuan Yin.
And Hayao.
Thank you for bestowing your great powered blessings into this talisman. May we part in love and light now and
always.
So
be it.
And then just take a moment and really observe what's happening in your body. Now we're going to blow out the candles. Thank you.
Thank you.
How good was that? you feel? How did you find that? How did you find that, Annie? Talk to me.
I loved it. That was awesome.
Oh my
Can I
goodness.
show you my, yay.
What's your symbol? Oh, a lotus flower?
It's a scallop, actually.
It's a what?
A scallop.
A scallop. Oh, wow.
Well, that's sort of the image that came. I'm not a very good painter, but that's sort of what it looked like. I think it's supposed to be a scallop, but yes, it looks to me to a flower too.
Yeah, it
pretty, whatever it is.
Could be a lotus flower as well. Lotus is new beginnings, right? And lotus doesn't need much water.
All I could see was these things, and I thought, oh, that.
Yeah, and I got
like a scalloped border.
Yeah, and I got a beautiful. I got fire to begin with, so you can get two.
Ah.
So, what does a scallop represent for you?
Well, the ocean, and it's peace and tranquility and content. Yes. Yeah.
That's so nice. So my intention was very much like, you know, what you put out there, you receive back, and you know, that the cross symbol, but also a fire symbol came up, and I went, oh, I might just stick with the cross. But the cross was calling me, because it was as above, so below, from within to without. I truly believe that.
Mm.
So that was the ritual, and what you can do, and look, one of my candles did not go out. Isn't that beautiful? It wants to stay with us. So what you can do with the amulet, the amulet. I must want to make an amulet too. So the talisman, what you can do with the talisman is, I have this by the side of my bed. So I've got this one that I made with the Spirit Circle 2. And so this is these are little wavy lines. They represent something for me, so it's a very private, personal, inclusive process when you create the magic, and it's unique to you. There's no right or wrong. That's what I want to say. So what you can do with is pop it in, like I've got a small one now, so I can, so grateful to be able to have this time to make it too. So pause and take the time to make your own. So this talisman will go into my bra. So I often put crystals in my bra to ground me when I'm, when I'm, actually I don't have any now, so maybe I should have, but I am wearing my channeled, I've lost the plot. What is a mala? Thank you. This is Maria Mala that my beautiful sister channeled for me and made for me. But so I will be wearing in my bra, or pop it in my purse as well. So it'll be close to me. This is a beautiful one. And I'm so grateful that you're here to share with me, that we can make it together. And this is what, making the craft, doing the craft of magic is really important as well, because we've lost connection to Mother Earth, and to really create that connection through crystals or herbs or is really soulful and healing. It's part of our soul medicine that we facilitate with ourselves, but also add to the world as well. And you take as much as you need, and then you cultivate it back. And that's why it's really nice to put the sage ash back to the world, because Mother Earth needs a lot of the stuff that we don't need anymore. So unless there's any questions, or that was shorter than I thought, but I'm happy with my props. I'm happy that I learnt about the sun standing still in the cosmos, right? I know. Should I know that? Maybe.
I forgot about that.
And maybe I should know that.
All again. I'm like, that's
right. So true. And then I was trying to work out, now what rotates, because I'm very visual.
It rotates around its own axis.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So, but but it's sort of the sun is still. So if you think of solstice being stillness, because it's based on the sun, right? And then I'm thinking, what is equinox? Well, we might do an equinox one. We will do an equinox one as well. So then I can go down that rabbit hole. But it's so interesting. I really, and then the only thing that rotates is Earth and the moon.
Yep.
So the Earth rotates slowly around the sun, and the moon rotates around Earth every 28 days. So it's pretty intelligent, isn't it? But they're all directed by the sun. So that was cool. So these are my props. So get some yellow calcite, some tourmaline, which I thought was very earthy. And of course, if you can, I would recommend getting one of these. But I did bring it home like a gentle baby from India. It was on my person. It wasn't going to be left. It was wrapped around in lots of T-shirts, and so it wouldn't be hurt. But so that's Solstice Circle and how to make a talisman. How to make a talisman. Oh, I've got to do an amulet too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so thank you. With that, I just want to thank the deities that joined us today, and they are Hecate, the beautiful goddess, high priestess that presents when we're at a crossroads, that shows us the path forward. Thank you, Hecate, for being here. Kuan Yin, that allows us to create passion, forgiveness, and gratitude. Thank you, Kuan Yin. And Mother Earth, that gives us the fortitude and the strength and the groundedness and the safety and the security to be held and nurtured, ask for help and support along the way as we grow and expand our soul's vision. Thank you. And thank Ayel for what does...
I've just been trying, it's just been given to me not that long ago, Maria. So
what are we thanking him for? What does he bring? Or is it a she?
It's a he. It's a man angel.
What's he bringing?
He's bringing us peace and prosperity.
Thank you, Ayel, for bringing.
Thank you, Ayel.
For bringing us peace and prosperity. Thank you. So thank you, spirits, for being here and holding our hand as we journey through the unknown and create magic and trust. And know that we'll be supported as we journey through the path. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We turn to the north and we thank our ancestors that have done all this before. This all feels so familiar. This is really part of the world that we live in. This creates a joy and a soul, a joy in my heart space. My soul ignites and my spirit expands as we create magic with remembering the wisdom that you brought before us. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We turn to the west and we just thank the west. We thank the emotions. We thank the water. We thank the purification that we enter every time we do magic. Every time we trust the unknown. Every time we are sacred. Every time we honour the flow. So thank you, West, for being here. Thank you, water, for washing us clean. And we turn to the south for the courage that it takes to show up, for the inspiration that we know that everyone can ignite. We thank you for the heat, the warmth, and the sun. Thank you. And we turn to the east, and we thank the east for allowing us to find the words, for breathing in deep the peace and the honour that all our experiences bring to us. The expanded chest opening as we really expand that chest with our breath and massage this beautiful body that our soul is encased in. Thank you, air, for showing us how to trust. With that, I open circle. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Awesome.